The stage was illuminated by blinding lights, cameras whirred in agitated rhythm, and producers murmured anxiously backstage. Into this tense environment stepped Ibrahim Traoré, with a quiet demeanor so clear that it immediately separated him. The crowd immediately knew this was not going to be some empty television battle or simple political confrontation. Something more substantial was going to happen. She stood opposite him, Ivanka Trump, her measured smile emitting the sort of polish aimed to counterbalance charm, command, and authority simultaneously. But in that instant, contrasted against Traoré's unflappable calm, her own face looked less like armor and more like a tenuous shield. Audiences felt they were being presented with candor in its purest form, truth uttered without forethought, a tone not commonly found on the stage of television debates. When Traoré finally did speak, it was not with sarcasm, swagger, or clever quips. Rather, the words themselves were heavy with steady, measured gravity. Every syllable of his speech was imbued with experience, integrity, and conviction. Bit by bit, he deconstructed the carefully rehearsed rhetoric Ivanka had presented, shredding it like armor peeled off piece by piece. The contradictions, the empty words, the smooth charm. It all started to break down under the force of his quiet honesty. The viewers leaned forward, entranced. There were some who sat transfixed, some who fidgeted with their seats, knowing that the nature of the meeting had changed. This was not an act for ratings anymore. It was a lesson being taught in real time. The show had turned into something much stronger, a collision not of egos, but of principles. And, as Traoré closed his statement, he left the studio hanging in silence. Not shock silence, but recognition. He had reminded everyone that history rewards integrity, courage, and responsibility much more than it commemorates charisma, noise, or inherited authority. Ivanka, normally unmoved, was left speechless and visibly disturbed. Commentators and viewers were impressed by the moment. Actual leadership demonstrated not with bombast, but with calm confidence, with the uncommon capability to speak truth without wincing. The video didn't go viral because it was sensational, but because it was memorable. It echoed in all of social media, the talk shows, and the living rooms of the world. During an era in which power tends to veil itself in theatrics, Ibrahim Traoré had redefined what real influence is like. Not boisterous, not flashy, but constant, ethical, and never to be ignored.